Shalom. This is Truth is Everlasting Lion's Den. I am Yahweh Sop. I camp out with Lion's Den, Hawan Ben Yashua in Jacksonville, Florida. But first I want to give a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the Akims, and to the women and children. Kal Halayim La, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Ha Roka Kodash Mahamaf. In the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and truth. Double honors to the 144,000 chosen elect. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder Hawam. Salutation to the Arkhams who are on the four corners of the earth. And to the women and children, Shalom. Okay, well, gotta keep an eye on the Catholic man that dresses in white, okay? Because they like to do things behind the scene all the time. Just like the World Health Organization, right? Hiding behind the scenes to do their wickedness. It says here, Sunday Law Countdown, okay? This guy's also a Christian, so, he's not too much of aware, or he is, but he's already been indoctrinated. I'm just using the information that he's going to show, or what the man in white is going to talk about, that he's bringing in the 2024, right? The Sabbath law. The title of this lesson is called Keep the Sabbath Holy, right? Keep it set apart. Here we go.
Guys, listen to this. Listen to this. The 2024 G7 Summit in Italy promises to be a pivotal event in shaping a more sustainable future for our planet. The esteemed participation of Pope Francis will lend a moral voice to discussions on ethical AI development and global cooperation. G7. G7 is about climate change and what we can do to combat climate change. What did it just say? Pope Francis' participation to bring about what? To bring about a moral voice to discussions on ethical AI development and global cooperation.
Slack ethical AI cooperation. So he's going to want us to worship the AI, number one. He wants to worship on his day that he's going to pick, right? And if you recall when I first started the video, they're already claiming that the earth, the planet, is theirs, right? I want to go to Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. And it says, oops, it was over here. So I moved it. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Keep it set apart, right? Let me put a little bit more.
Moral voice. So Pope Francis is going to be the moral voice behind G7, which is about climate change. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, Pope Francis is the author of Laudato Si and the other encyclical that he had, urging that we all do something to combat climate change. Laudato Si, the conclusion or the solution that Pope Francis gave for climate change is a Sunday rest. Okay, that we all do a Sunday rest. Okay? That was the suggestion, or the strong suggestion.
I'll leave it at that. I don't want to play too much of it. But here again, the Catholics show their fat heads on what they want, what they're going to demand and implement around the world, right? He still wants to play God. He wants to let everyone know that he is God, right? And that he can do whatever he wants. I want to go to, give me a minute. Nehemiah, chapter 7. Nehemiah chapter 7, verse 3. And I say unto them, let not the gates of Jerusalem be open until the sun be hot. Right? It's supposed to go down. And while they stand by, let them shut the doors and bar them, and appoint watchers over the inhabitants of Jerusalem, every one in his watch, Slakia, and every one to bear over against his house. Right? That's the day that we do the Sabbath according to Scripture. It has to do with the moon, not with the calendar of man. Right? But this is where the Catholics are going to insist and make it mandatory, right? That if you don't bow down to their fake God, right? That Jesus, Caesar Borgia, son of a pope to begin with, they can give you a fine or penalty or throw you in prison, right? Anything to bring the population down, okay? I want to go to Jeremiah. I'm keeping it short tonight. I want to go to Jeremiah chapter 17. Verse 21. Now the elders of GMS done I think more than an hour and a half, okay, on how you go about using the moon as a calendar, as well as my elder How Warm Lions Den, okay, and other Arkhams have done lessons, so you can Google them up in YouTube. Verse 21, thou said Yahweh, take heed to yourselves, and bear no burden on Sabbath day, nor bring it in by the gates of Jerusalem. Right? No cooking, okay, and no work. But we're living in this kingdom is not our kingdom; it's our hell. We're living in a wicked world system, right? So we do the Sabbath to the best that we can, because sometimes some of us have to, gotta work. Okay. That's like Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, masters of chess, okay, have made all remedies to save their people, the so-called Negros Latinos, Americans, and speckled birds, right? I want to go to Exodus chapter 16. Oops. Give me a minute. Verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which Yahweh has said, tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath. Unto Yahweh, bake that which you will bake today, right? Cook that which you're going to cook today. And see that ye will see, and that which remains over lay up for you to be kept unto the morning, right? Prepare food, in other words, okay? So the Catholics are going to, turn everything upside down, nothing new, right? They're just going to demand this time. I remember when I was little, in the 70s, all stores in New York on Sundays used to be closed, okay? You go outside, all the stores are closed. I read that. I want to go to Deuteronomy. Give me a minute. Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 12. Keep the Sabbath day to sanctify it, as Yahweh thy power has commanded thee. No, but here is Pope Francis coming out saying, what he wants, right? And telling the world that this is the day I want you to rest. We got to save our planet. He's really talking about, he's using the word planet, but he's talking about gotta save his world, right? Because he knows that it's coming to an end. Okay? And they are getting more nervous than ever before. Verse 13, 6 days thou shalt labor and do all thy work. Verse 14, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahweh, thy power. In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou, nor thy sons, nor thy daughters, nor thy manservants, nor thy maidservants, nor thy ox, nor thy ass, nor any of thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within the gates. That they, manservant, and thy maidservant may rest as well as thou. Okay? So when Yahushua comes back with the kingdom from heaven and put it back on earth, all the heathens and the Edomites are going to bow down and do the Sabbath correctly. Oh, yes, sirree. I want to go to Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 19. I am Yahweh your power. Walk in my statutes and keep my judgment and do them. Yeah, I don't see the name here, Pope Francis, at all. He really drank a lot of that Kool-Aid. Verse 20, and hallow my Sabbath, and they shall be a sign between me and you, that ye may know that I am Yahweh your power. You see? Verse 20 says, notwithstanding the children's... Oh, wait. No, it was verse 20. I already read that. Yeah. Salakia. I'm going to leave it with Isaiah chapter 58, verse 13. Verse 13. Oh, wait. The Spirit moved me to look at something. Give me a second. Cry out loud. Spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. Show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. Woo! That was verse 1. Now I'll go to verse 13. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of Yahweh, honorable, and shall honor him, not doing thy own ways, not finding thy own pleasure, nor speaking thy own words. So this is the trick and the deceiving part that the Catholics want everyone around the world to worship them. Right? Why? Well, let's see. I'll leave it with verse 14. Then shalt thou delight thyself in Yahweh, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father. For the mouth of Yahweh has spoken it. Now you know why Pope Francis wants us to worship his way, right? Because he don't want us to get those blessings. But the thing is that we're going to get them anyway through Yahweh Shai. Okay? They're just getting ready. The Pope is just getting ready for the second shutdown. Okay? And they're going to do the wickedness that they, are sent to do by Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, right? The left hand. I hope that this was edifying and with that. Oops. Shalom.